Alright, it's been a little bit since I last did the GC. It's been a few hours, I should say. I am a little more awake than I was, and hopefully my luck will be better too. I've been thinking a lot about that last match, and yeah, I definitely could have done better. I probably should have swapped out Lopunny for the fake out, to reset fake out, but I got a little overconfident after taking out the Aerodactyl. Speaking of Aerodactyl, there's one on this team, and it is a Scovillain team. I don't love these. I don't love these Scovillain teams. Is this just the Wolf team? I don't remember what the Wolf team exactly had on it, but I do know... Weirdly enough, I usually just go for Sylveon, even though Scovillain resists it, because, like, just not being burned is nice. So I definitely want to bring my two special attackers. I definitely want to bring my Mega Lopunny. Who's the last one I typically bring? I think Garchomp, actually. Yeah, it's gotta be that Garchomp. I'm feeling a bit more optimistic. Let's see if we can get a good climb going. Maybe get to the 1700s, that's kind of my goal. Alright. This is a pretty simple case of just fake out the Sneasler and Calm Mind. The problem is the Sneasler is probably gonna be rage powdered away from, and I really do want to deal with that Sneasler. But we'll see. Because that Sneasler is good into both the Pokemon I have out currently. I can survive a Dire Claw, but it depends on what this Scovillain does. We do get the Fake Out. The Fake Out does do a really good chunk into it. Okay, and they just burn their turn on the Rage Powder, even though I Fake Out. That is exactly what I like to see. So now, I just really need to burst down this Scovillain. Because it can get very bad for me if I let too many of my physical attackers get burned. And Lopunny's kind of job here is just to do Fake Out, and then do a really solid chunk with this close combat here. And now that Sylveon's at +1, it should hopefully finish off Scovillain. We're of course gonna take a Dire Claw, so there's always shenanigans that could happen. No shenanigans. Thank you, Dire Claw nerfs. And, ooh, we take out both of them. Alright, yeah, this is a good start. This is a good start. And now we are in a position to potentially start rounding. It depends on who they have in the back. I imagine Basculegion. Basculegion tends to come to these. If it's Pelipper and Basculegion, I'm not too happy about that. It is Pelipper and Basculegion, and I'm not too happy about that, but... Because now I get outsped and wave crashed, probably? I'll just switch in Rotom here, and let Sylveon go down. I need to remember I want to be swapping out my Lopunny, because sometimes I just get a little too, like, oh, I want to go on the offensive. Okay, they protect Pelipper, actually. And Aqua Jet, okay. So yeah, I think we made a pretty good move there. Because now, the Basculegion's a threat. So I think they could protect. And that's what worries me. But if they don't protect in Last Respects, I don't think it would kill Rotom. They did protect. Okay, I'm glad I faked out into the Pelipper. And now, I think I'm going to Encore the Pelipper. Because I think I can Encore into Protect here. Well, I mean, there's a good chance Basculin goes for Last Respects. It doesn't kill because we got some bulk on that Rotom. And now I've Encored. And the beauty of having a Magnet on this Rotom is that it can guaranteed pick up this Basculegion, assuming it's not, like, Sash. It is Sash. But the Pelipper is Encored. So I can kind of just double this Basculegion. And they can only take out one. Yeah, they take out Rotom, but that doesn't matter because I just close combat for the knockout. And now I just can infinitely lock Pelipper into Protect. And that is why I have Encore on this thing. Yeah, they forfeited. Okay. I'm glad they realized that it's over for them, and they just did us the favor of saving all of our time. Okay, so far we're 3-3 for the day, and in total, 16-6. 16 wins, 6 losses. That's a pretty good record so far. But I want to do better. Alright. Hello, Lopunny and Sylveon. I don't know if I've faced many Mega Floettes this GC so far. This might be the first one I've faced. But I don't know, because I want to show off the cool things that Sylveon can do when it's given Fairy Aura by that Mega Floette. Definitely gonna want Aegislash. And I think Rotom in the back. Yeah, I think these are my best bets here. Alright, I'm curious to see what they lead here. Because that definitely changes up how the game plan's gonna go. Yo, they're a gamer. Sneasler and Sableye. Now, admittedly, I kind of feel like I want to fake out the Sneasler because it could close combat Lopunny, but I also don't want Sableye getting off any burns or any screens. I think I'm going to fake out the Sableye and go for Calm Mind. I don't think they're going to close combat the Lopunny. And if we go fake out for fake out, then I can just Encore them. The one thing I failed to consider is that Sableye might have Encore, and Calm Minding in front of it could be a mistake. They went for fake out. So now, pretty simple. I'm just gonna Encore. And actually, they can't Encore me because I didn't even use a move. I think I'm just gonna start voicing. Never mind, I'm not getting off an Encore because they do in fact have Encore. I failed to consider that. I was so focused on them potentially Encoring the Sylveon that they couldn't Encore. But Dire Claw, we live, because Sylveon's just goated like that. They have Roselli Berry, but this should still deal really good damage to both of them. Unfortunately, I am unable to get things around. I think I'm just gonna let Sylveon go down here. Unfortunately, no round shenanigans today, but I think this is our best case scenario. Alright, just waiting on them to make a move. Aegislash, they can't really do much damage to it. They can set up that Reflect. I don't love the Reflect. And they're probably just gonna go for close combat into Sylveon. Interesting. Oh, they really want that White Herb active. Actually, that's a very smart play from them. Okay. Because now Lopunny's gonna be very vulnerable. So... Huh... And their White Herb is procced, so I can't even go for a Poltergeist into that slot. Both of their White Herbs are actually procced, so... Or both their items. I'm gonna try Shadow Sneaking the Sableye and Volt Switching that Sneasler. Because I don't know if this will pick up because of Reflect. It does? Okay. Okay, this is good news. They go for Dire Claw. We get no status. That's what we like to see. And take out the Sneasler. Also what we like to see. And now, Lopunny's in a good spot here, actually. We can really apply some pressure with Fake Out and Encore. They still don't know we have Encore, too. I am going to double this Basculegion here. My hope is that they end up protecting Floette and I can just Encore lock it. I don't think they will. But if we get Basculegion out of here, Aegislash hopefully cleans? Basculegion protects. They only protect Basculegion too, which is... Oh, Calm Mind. Wait. This is good, I can Encore them. Meanwhile, I think I'm gonna switch Aegislash in for Rotom. I'm not loving my position. They really goobed me with that one. Wave crash? Okay. Oh, we live. I'm extra okay with that. And now my goal, I kind of want to keep this Lopunny alive so I can hopefully, because they might Aqua Jet Lopunny, but I want to be able to keep Encore shenanigans up. The other option is that they Last Respects this Rotom. I'm kind of calling the Aqua Jet on Lopunny because if they go for Rotom and I take out Bastia Legion with Lopunny, I win. I think the Aqua Jet's the more likely play from them. And I know Bastia Legion players do like clicking their Aqua Jets. Nope, they Last Respects that slot. But, hey, wait. Actually, no. We're still fine, because, we just Infinite Encore lock them. And it will take a while to KO, but they'll just be Encored. So honestly, that was fine. I think that was just our best move. Yep, they forfeit. Another game won by Encore. I dropped something on the floor, and now I have to pick it up. Ow. Okay. I'm no longer on the floor, chat. Alright, 2 wins in a row now. Things are going much better. Alright. Ooh, okay, we got Zard. We got T-Tar. We got Milotic. I think we want to lead these two. We're going to bring Rotom. And for the last Pokemon, this could be Garchomp, it could be Aegislash. Though we do have... The thing is, Aegislash walls like a lot of their team, but also is very weak to Charizard. But I've also got a lot of good things into Charizard. That Sylveon makes me not want to bring Garchomp too much, but it's also really good into a lot of the other things. It's not Sylveon. I think it has to be either Garchomp or Aegislash. It's just, who am I more scared of here? What Pokemon am I scared of? I'm gonna bring Aegislash. Aegislash has been my goat, so... Aerodactyl and Milotic. You're gonna fake out that Aerodactyl and set up a Tailwind. This feels like a pretty decent... Since we're Sash on Aerodactyl, no matter what Milotic does, they can't take a kill here. Unless they have some, like, weird psychic coverage for, Lopunny. And if they set up a coil, I can just encore them. And they protect, so encoring the Aerodactyl is very much an option as well. They just Scald, okay. So I'm actually down to just encore Aerodactyl and Rock Slide here. And they don't hit the double protect, which means we are getting a Rock Slide off here. They go for another Scald, we live. They do have leftovers, and now I feel like it's a good spot to swap in Rotom. And just keep going for the Rock Slides. Just spreading a little chip damage out. They switch out Pterodactyl into Sneasler. Flinch. Flinch. Oh. I've actually been fine with a burn here because it would just give me the free swatch back into Fake Out. Alright. Pretty simple double protect play here. Nice thing about not running Scarf Rotom, I think a lot of people expect it to be Scarf Rotom on this team, and they're just thinking they can safely target that slot down. Yeah, okay, they go for Icy Wind, yeah. And now we can just dual Wing Beat Thunderbolt. And that should pick up both of them, presuming dual Wing Beat doesn't miss. Or who knows, they could have like a Koba Berry on Sneasler. I don't even know if that would save you. Because I think it only applies for the first hit. I could be wrong about that though. Okay, we connect. And yeah. Oh, crit. That explains why it went down so fast, but also it is Sneasler's physical defense is not great. Yeah, now we Thunderbolt. This should probably take out. And we still have all our Pokemon alive. My Lopunny and Aerodactyl are a bit damaged, but I have faith. The fact that we have Rotom but now here's the thing, is it kind of comes down to a speed tie. I actually kind of regret bringing Aegislash in the back. We're gonna go for the tail end and hope. And hope we get ours off first. They're X! Okay. They're Charizard X. And they protect. Okay, there's worse things. There's worse options to happen. Actually, this is good. We can, encore them now. Oh yeah, this is huge. This is huge. Like, we just win. We just encore lock them again. Who's ready to go back to the encore fields? Yeah, and that just is game. Because unless they yeah, okay. They forfeit. They knew. Alright, yeah. 3-win streak. We're actually getting a streak back up, almost in the top 1,000 again. I'm gonna grab some water real quick, and then we'll hop back to it. Chat, I've been hydrated. I don't know why I'm saying chat like I'm talking to a live stream. I'm just breakouted like that. Oh, another Floette team. Another chance for the Silvsters. Okay, Rotom or Garchomp here? Garchomp is weak to Floette. It's Rotom. I could just launch the double round, but if they go for Protect and Iron Head, that could be kind of bad. I think I'm just gonna go for it, though. Because I don't see a world in which they leave that if they protect one, they don't protect the other. I could be a total dumbass, and it could cut to me absolutely just losing Sylveon. It will survive an Iron Head, but it still don't want to have to. Wide Guard! Ooh, best case scenario, actually. Goodbye, Aerodactyl. I feel like it's a bit bold of them to allow both Pokemon to be vulnerable. Iron Head That doesn't KO. We've teched to not KO. They can Sucker Punch always, but still, I can always kind of mind games that. But I think we just let Sylveon go down. And I think we can reset Fake Out. We can keep ourselves safe. If they kowtow cleave into that slot, I will be surprised. Okay, they just go for the Sucker Punch, like expected. They're probably going for close combat, which is really nice now that we've got that Aegislash out. I'm just gonna fake out the Sneasler, because I can take out Lopunny. Alright, Sacred Sword, I'm not sure if this picks up. It does, okay. That's good, that's good. And now... I'm going to King's Shield, and honestly... we're just gonna close combat the Sneasler. I just want to damage it a little, probably put it into Shadow Sneak range is kind of the goal. They protect. If they Calm Mind here, please Calm Mind. It'll be funny. No, they Gleam. Okay, that is definitely the worst case scenario for us. It should be fine. Because Sneasler can't touch Aegislash. And Floet's not doing as much to Aegislash, so... I think I'm just going to protect Rotom. And go for the Poltergeist onto Floet. Yeah, that's kind of to be expected. And Gleam... how much is this doing? It still does quite a bit for Shield 4 Aegislash. Now, how much does Poltergeist do? A lot. That's actually in Shadow Sneak range. I think. I believe. And this is why I don't really need a Steel move on this thing, it's just because it can do so much damage with Poltergeist, and then just having Shadow Sneak allows me to get some picks. And that's really useful, because outside of Lopunny and Aerodactyl, I do kind of have a speed issue. Oh wow, that did a lot with close combat. Maybe it's Adamant. Not that it matters. Yeah, and then just Shadow Sneak will guarantee a victory here, and they concede. Alright, we're back on a win streak. Alright, ranking 808. Alright, we're back. We're back in the top 1,000. For a competition with like over 200,000 competitors last I checked, I'm pretty happy. This is a Venusaur. And I do not like Venusaurs. Admittedly. The nice thing is, Lopunny can fake out anything, even that Zoroark. So they can kind of get tricky with it. They can try to get tricky with it, but it won't work out for them the way they think it will. I think... Yeah, the Venusaur is really the problem. I can't bring Sylveon. I think I need Rotom, because they got Corviknight, they got Excadrill, they got a lot of the Pokemon that Rotom's good into. The big thing is just that it's bad into that Venusaur. I'm bringing these three, and it's either between Garchomp and Aerodactyl for that last slot. Neither of them are great here, but neither of them are too terrible either. I think it's going to be Garchomp. Just having that extra bulk, I think that will be helpful. Alright, who among you is the Zoroark? I could Hydro Pump the Excadrill just to bring it down to Sash, but then I could miss. I think I'm just gonna go and double into the Corviknight slot. I feel like that's least likely to protect. Because either it's a Zoroark, and yeah, they're not protecting if they're a Zoroark. Because normally they're like, oh, I'm safe from Fake Out. Oh, they withdrew Baltimore. For that Excadrill, okay. Well, we know which one's a Zoroark now. It's kind of what I expected it to be. But I also... Psychic? Oh, shit. I'm just gonna close combat you and Hydro Pump. Which one? Which one protected? Not you, okay. That is Scarf. I am also realizing that thing walls Aegislash, like, completely. I guess this is one time where, it would be nice to have that, iron coverage, or steel coverage, iron head, whatever it's called. Ooh, but they just swap into my electric move. Why can't I remember the type names right now? Are they? Okay, that was just a low roll on. I want to keep Rotom as safe as possible right now. It's kind of my goal for it. They are a Venusaur. Yes, they are Venusaur. They're Mega Venusaur. That is in fact a Venusaur. And yeah, I just want to make sure that Corviknight goes down and can't get any shenanigans going. Alright, we take those. The problem is I just don't know what that Zoroark has. There's a good chance it has an ice move. Oh! Well, they didn't even bother trying to disguise it, at least. I guess we'll see what it has. Yeah, it is Icy Wind. Oof. But the good news is they're locked into Icy Wind in front of Aegislash. And they're Earth Power. That makes sense. Honestly, I'm fine if they take out Garchomp here with Zoroark. Oh, they didn't even take out. We are going to take an Earth Power, but I think we eat those pretty fine in this form. Alright, yeah. And now I think against Excadrill and Zoroark, I think Rotom Wash should be able to clean up. Alright. Might as well just get that King Shield. If they attack into it with a contact move, we can get an attack drop onto that Excadrill and just really make sure it can't do anything mischievous. Goodbye, Toe Nibbler. It's been an honor. Yeah, the Iron Head. Alright. And this really just should ensure a clean win. I'll Hydro Pump, and if Hydro Pump misses, I'll Sacred Sword. They are going for flinches, but they miss. And they did get the flinch, so I'm glad I Sacred Sword out. And now a Thunderbolt should clean up, so. Alright! We got back on a win streak here. I'm pretty happy with that. I think that's gonna be it for me for now. I've got a local coming up I gotta get to, but not quite in the top 500, but we'll be back later trying to climb ever higher. What does that put us at? We've got 5 losses? We're 20-5. Yeah, that sounds about right. 20-5 total. Alright. Well, I don't know how to end this.